Ever wonder what you'd do all day with no phone, no job, no clock, and your only goal was staying alive until sunset? Turns out, primitive humans had a daily routine just as packed as yours. You're about to see exactly how they spent every single hour. So picture this: no alarm clock, no coffee maker, just the sun coming up over the horizon, and that's your signal to start the day. Primitive humans, the hunter-gatherers who lived tens of thousands of years ago, didn't have calendars or to-do lists, but their days were far from empty. In fact, scientists who study ancient human behavior say their daily routine was carefully built around one thing: survival. Let's start with the morning. As soon as the sun rose, the group would wake up together. There was no sleeping in. Why? Because predators were most active at dawn and dusk, so staying alert mattered. The first task of the day was usually checking on fire. Fire was priceless. It kept them warm, cooked their food, and scared off wild animals. So someone was always assigned to keep it alive overnight and rebuild it in the morning. Next came food planning. And this is where it gets interesting. Contrary to what most people think, early humans didn't spend all day hunting. Research on hunter-gatherer societies shows they often spend only about 4 to 6 hours a day finding food. That's it. The rest of the day, believe it or not, was used for rest, crafting tools, and socializing. Now here's where the day splits into two major roles: hunting and gathering. Men typically went out in small groups to hunt animals, which could take hours of tracking, waiting, and silent movement through forests or grasslands. It wasn't glamorous. It was patient, risky work. One wrong move could mean a serious injury, or worse. Meanwhile, women and sometimes children focused on gathering. This meant collecting fruits, nuts, roots, and edible plants. And here's a fact that surprises most people. Studies suggest gathering actually provided more consistent calories than hunting did. So in many groups, this was the backbone of daily survival. While some were out searching for food, others stayed back at the camp. This is where tool-making happened: sharpening stones, shaping spears, weaving baskets from plant fibers. Every tool had a purpose, and making them took real skill passed down from older generations. By midday, when the sun was at its highest and the heat was strongest, most groups would rest. This wasn't laziness, it was smart. Resting during peak heat helped conserve energy and avoid exhaustion, especially in hot regions like the African savanna where many early humans lived. As the afternoon rolled in, food gathered earlier needed to be prepared. This meant skinning animals, cracking nuts, or cooking meals over the fire. Cooking changed everything for early humans. It made food easier to digest and unlocked more energy from every meal, which scientists believe helped human brains grow larger over time. Let that sink in for a second. The simple act of cooking dinner may have helped shape human intelligence. Evenings were just as important as the work itself. Once the sun started setting, the group would gather around the fire. This wasn't just for warmth. It was where stories were told, lessons were passed down, and social bonds were strengthened. Some researchers believe this nightly fireside time helped build the foundation of human language and culture. Imagine that. Your ancient ancestors bonding around a fire, almost like a family dinner table today. And finally, as darkness fell, the group prepared to sleep. But not everyone slept at once. Often someone stayed awake to watch for danger, rotating through the night to keep everyone safe. So when you really break it down, a primitive human's day wasn't chaotic at all. It followed a rhythm. Wake with the sun, secure fire, search for food, rest during the heat, prepare meals, bond at night, and sleep in shifts for safety. It's wild to think this simple cycle shaped human survival for hundreds of thousands of years. If this made you see early humans in a whole new way, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next mind-blowing story from our past. Drop a comment telling me which part surprised you the most. And if you're curious how these same humans survived freezing ice ages with nothing but animal skins and fire, that video is coming up next. You don't want to miss it.